Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Rest. In this video, we're going to be going over the compass rose. Now, I've seen a lot of you guys actually in my older Destiny videos asking me to start going over weapon rolls again in the game because you really enjoyed them and you really learned a lot from going over what said god roll that you wanted to get. So I figured in this video, I'm going to be trying something new. Instead of going over a plethora of weapons all in one video, I'm just going to be going over one weapon at a time and kind of going, I guess, somewhat super in depth on everything that you can get, and I hopefully will keep releasing these as a series on the channel. So if you have a gun that you would like to see next, be sure to just let me know in the comments below and I can try to get to that. Now we'll be trying to cover weapons that are, I guess, in the mix right now. Obviously the compass rose just came out, so I'm going to be covering this one first, but things like the time loss, Heathen's Vengeance, or adept weapons, plug one, anything like that, I can probably go on to cover those first. But again, if you have anything specific that you'd like to see, just drop a comment down below. And if you do enjoy, consider subscribing and dropping a like. It really helps me out by getting these videos out there. I know Destiny 2 is not what's normal for this channel, but I really enjoy this game and I love posting videos about it. So I would love if you guys could help me out with that, and I would truly appreciate it. But getting right into the compass rose, this is going to be a precision frame shotgun. If you don't know, this is things like the retold tell. There's actually not many of these shotguns in the game, and this is also going to be shooting out buckshot. It is not a slug shotgun. With the most recent nerf to aggressive frame shotguns, these are probably going to be one of the best in Crucible now if you need a good shotgun. So starting off with that, we're going to be talking about Crucible, but don't worry, we are going to be going over the PvE after that. But these shotguns for PvE are just a little since slug shotguns are extremely good in the game, but there could be a potential buff come to these, so I'll be going over the role I would like to have for this. But for PvP specifically, you're going to be going for range on pretty much any shotgun, so I'm going to go on and give the range masterwork. Without the masterwork, we're sitting at a 66 range, but with the masterwork, we're going to buff it to a nice 75 range. Now, speaking of range, for barrels, for PvP, you're always going to be going with full choke or rifle barrel. Whichever one you prefer. Rifle barrel does make the handling go down a little bit, which can be kind of bad now that quick draw has been nerfed. But if you want that max range, you are going to go with rifle barrel, and honestly, I would go with rifle barrel. That's just what I prefer, since we do have quick draw over here. Even with the nerf, it's still going to be really good for just taking it out and getting a pop shot. But now in the mag, you can go with actually two different things. Some people like assault mag. This is going to give you a little bit more fire rate to make, getting two-shot kills pretty easier, which also kind of has been buffed in a way with the most recent patch. So this can be pretty good. Or you can go the normal route and just get accuracy or even more range. And as you see, we're sitting at 93 range on the shotgun, which is ridiculous. Now this is not an adept weapon, so you cannot get an adept range mod on it, which kind of sucks. That would be dope to have 100 range on it, but just with this alone, you're at 93 range, which can be really good. Then over here in the first column, you have things like left from goal, genesis, dual loader, field prep, quick draw, and surplus. I think it's obvious the perk we're going to be going for PvP, and that is quick draw. Even after the nerf, like I was saying, you can swap to it really quickly just to get somebody that's rushing at you, but then after that, you're just not going to have that max handling, but you can store it away and reset it, and it's good to just kill a rusher that's coming at you. Then in the next slot, we have Adrenaline Junkie, One for All, Snapshot, Trench Barrel, Vorpal Weapon, and Wellspring. Kind of in the same boat here. Snapshot for PvP is probably going to be your best option. Things like Vorpal can be good for taking down supers, so if you want a Vorpal roll, you could do that. But if you get this roll right here for PvP, it's going to be a super consistent shotgun. This is what I'm going to be going for. Again, if you get full choke, don't feel disheartened to take full choke over rifle barrel. But 93 range on a shotgun with pretty good handling can be very deadly to deal with inside the Crucible. All right, so getting into the PvE aspect, the masterwork doesn't matter too much in PvE. If you want more range, that can be good. You can hit a target further away. Handling also can be good, but honestly, I would just go with reload speed because it's just a pretty solid buff for PvE. At base, you have 53, so if you put the masterwork on, you're going to go to 62 reload speed, which is really good. Now for the barrels, honestly, I would never go with something like smoothbore or full choke. Full choke is actually going to reduce your precision damage, which is not good for PvE, obviously, and smoothbore is going to make your projectiles a little bit slower. It does give you a lot more range, but I would not take this because I just don't like my projectiles going slower. But if you don't mind that, you can kind of go with smoothbore. So for this, you can go with a rifle, but you are going to get that minus handling, which kind of can feel bad in PvE since we're not going to be running quick draw. So anything like small bore, barrel shroud, or corkscrew rifling is what I would go with. If I had to choose, I would probably just go with corkscrew because you get a little bit of buffs in every single stat. Stability doesn't really matter, but handling and range can matter a little bit in PvE, so that's the barrel I would definitely go with. Now for PvE as well, 100% go with the assault mag. This is going to give you, again, that little bit of fire rate increase to increase your damage, which is really nice. The other perks are kind of just not negotiable. Like if you want to run a pendant mag, that can be good to get an extra magazine, but assault mag is definitely going to be the way to go. The perks over here are a little bit more appealing for PvE. Left from gold is not a bad perk. Genesis, if there's ever anti-barrier shotgun, this could be a pretty good perk. Dual loader is kind of like you get minus 45 reload speed, but you do reload 2 shells at a time. If you like that little playstyle, that will be good for that, but I honestly don't enjoy that too much. And then field prep is going to be really good. Quick draw is not bad, but I would not recommend taking quick draw on PvE. And then surplus is also okay if you don't really use your abilities. I, for one, am a warlock main, so I'm kind of always spamming abilities, so I really don't enjoy surplus that much. So I would go with field prep in the first column. You're going to be able to carry more ammo, and on top of that, when you crouch, you're going to be able to reload, and this is going to give you an additional 45 reload speed stat when you are crouched. So on top of the masterwork plus that, you're going to be at 100 reload speed, and you're going to be able just to instantly reload the shotgun, get it back to full, and do some damage. Now, for the last column, Adrenaline Junkie can be good if you're like, a warlock player. You can spam grenades, or even if you have another grenade build or any other character, can be very good. It's not the greatest perk, but if you can make it work. One for All is actually pretty interesting. You can shoot a couple different enemies with the shotgun to get more damage. But as you see, you have 5 magazines, so shooting 3 enemies, you're only gonna have 2 shots left unless you hit multiple enemies with 1 shot, which can be possible. So you kind of can make this work, but I probably wouldn't go with this one. Snapshot, again, not bad, but I definitely wouldn't go with it. Trench barrel can be pretty good actually. When you hit an enemy, you're going to get a bunch of benefits: handling, reload speed, and increased damage for the first 3 shots. There are only 5 shots in this gun, and with assault mag, you can get those 3 shots out a little bit quicker. So trench barrel can be really good, and it's probably going to be the option I go with. But we have vorpal weapon as well, so you get increased damage against bosses essentially, and vehicles and guardians with the super. But vorpal weapon can be good. You're going to be really using your special weapon on bigger enemies anyway, so I can't see where this can come into play. But there are already a bunch of other good options for vorpal weapon, so I probably wouldn't recommend taking this. Then wellspring, you're going to get bonus abilities, energy whenever you kill an enemy. It's okay for shotgun, but it's not the greatest. So I would honestly go with trench barrel for this slot right here. This shotgun is going to be a get up and close weapon, punch an enemy, just go to town on them with assault mag and crouch to reload and instantly reload the shotgun. Again, for PvE, like I was saying, it's kind of hard to judge these because they are kind of compared to select shotguns in the game. But if they ever do get a buff, you remember Destiny 1, they actually buffed shotguns and they became ridiculously strong. They were super fun in PvE. So if there ever is a buff coming like that again, this will be a role I would definitely try to get because it will be really fun. Now, honorable mention is if anti-barrier ever does come to shotguns, who knows? I mean, there was anti-barrier snipers, so we could see anti-barrier shotgun. That'd be pretty funny. Something like Genesis and vorpal would be pretty good because Genesis, when you break a shield, it's going to reload the shotgun. The shotgun's going to instantly go back to full when you break it, and then you'll have vorpal to kill that champion. Really good combo. I would definitely keep corkscrew and assault mag as well. This could be really fun if you want to pick it up. But again, this is going to play heavily into if we ever get a seasonal mod that is anti-barrier shotgun. But that's going to do it for this. I know this is a different style video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it though. And again, if you'd like to see more, be sure to drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you guys want to see, because I would love to continue doing these on top of posting some other Destiny content. But I really do need your guys' support on this, and it is all truly appreciated. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.